Example number 4, we want to find the horizontal and vertical asymptotes of the graph of the function f of x equals square root of 2x squared plus 1 divided by 3x minus 5. So first of all, let's find the horizontal asymptotes. To find the horizontal asymptote, you will take the limit of f of x, which is square root of 2x squared plus 1 divided by 3x minus 5 as x approaches to positive infinity. And also, you need to take the limit of the function as x approaches to negative infinity. The answer will be a number, and that number will be the horizontal asymptote. Now the trick is that, let's go back to the last problem. You can see that the exponent on the top is x squared, the bottom is x squared, so we divide by x squared. Okay, so you're looking for the highest exponent. Go back to our function. The exponent that we have is x to the 1. In the top, you have x squared, but when you take the square root, you will have x, which is x to the 1 also. So you have both top and bottom having the same exponent for the x. So what we should do is we should divide by the x for top and the bottom. And now you can take the limit, separate them for the quotient. And the x on the top, the bottom, the top, you can write it like this. Because we have x squared is equal to x, right? So you can write x as a x squared, square root of x squared, and we have top and bottom square root, so you can combine them. So you get x squared. And you have 3 minus 5 over x. For the top, we will take the square root outside of the limit. So we will do limit when x approaches to infinity. Now let's simplify this, right? Okay, so we will have 2 plus 1 over x squared. And in the bottom, we can separate them. So you can factor out the 5. So 5 over x is same thing as 5 times 1 over x. So you can pull out the 5 in front of the limit like this. So I do the bottom first. So this go to 0. And this go to 3 for the limit of 3. So you have 3 minus 5 times 0. On the top, you have the limit of 1 by 1. And you will have the square root of 2 plus the limit of 1 over x squared as x approaches to infinity is 0. So then we will have square root of 2 divided by 3. And what can we say is that y equals square root of 2 divided by 3 is the horizontal asymptote. Now we do similarly, but we make x approach to negative infinity. So similarly, we will divide top and bottom by the x. Okay, so now we need to have this very strong algebra for this. So in the bottom, there's nothing to do, so we have 3 minus 5 over x. So it's very easy. But now let's pay attention to this x. Okay, since we make x approach to negative infinity, this is mean that x is a negative number. Okay, this is x is less than 0. Then when you take the square root of x squared is equal to the absolute value of x, it will equal to x when x positive, and it will equal to negative x when x negative. And we have second case. It means that we can write negative square root of x squared equal to x, okay, in this situation. So for this x, I will plug in and I will get square root of 2x squared plus 1, the same thing on the top, but I will have negative of square root of x squared, okay? So I replace it for the x. Now we can write the limit for top and bottom, and we will take the square root of the whole thing with the minus in the front, and if you want you can pull out the minus in the front of the limit also, okay? So when you divide this, so this will become 2x squared plus 1 divided by x squared inside the square root, right? So when you divide this, you get 2 plus 1 over x squared. And we have in the bottom is limit as x approach to negative infinity of 3 minus the limit as x approach to negative infinity of 5 over x. You can pull out the 5 in the front, okay? So that you get 1 over x inside the limit and then 5 in the front of the limit. Now we have the negative on the top, and then this part go to 0, this go to 0. So we have negative square root of 2 divided by 5 minus 5, 3 divided by 3 times 5 minus 5 times 0. And you get negative square root of 2 divided by 3. What can we say is that y equal negative square root of 2 over 3 is the horizontal asymptote. To find the vertical asymptote, we will look at the bottom. The function, let's write out the function one more time. The function is square root of 2x squared plus 1 divided by 3x minus 5. So you look at the bottom, so find the value of x that make the bottom 0. Okay, so x equal to 5 over 3. Then we will take the limit as x approach to 5 over 3 on the right side, and also the limit as x approach to 5 over 3 from the left side. So we got square root of 2x squared plus 1 over 3x minus 1 is the function. So we take this limit when x approach to the right side and the left side of 5 over 3. Now we just plug in 5 over 3 into the function. So what happened on the top is that 5 over 3 is about like 1 point something. So 1 point something square times 2, then plus 1, it will give us a positive number. And we take the square root of a positive number. So on the top, we will get a positive number. Okay, and then in the bottom, now you're gonna do outside, we cannot write inside the show work, okay? So if you have 3 times 5 over 3, but on the right side, minus 5, then 3 and 3 cancel out, so you have 5 plus, that means bigger than 5 a little bit, minus 5. Then your answer is very close to 0, but it's positive 0, okay? So it's very, very little number, but it's a positive number. So it's almost like 0, but it's positive. So when you have a positive number divided by a positive, you will get the answer is positive, and the answer is really, really big infinity. Okay, so this step we cannot show in our show work, but we're gonna write outside because it's not right to write in our show work, but it's help us to do in the head to figure out the side. Now for the bottom is also positive, right? When you plug in 5 over 3, because 5 over 3 is like 1 point something, when you plug in the top, then you will get a positive number. Now if you do 3 times 5 over 3 on the left side, the 3 cancel out, so we get 5 negative, 3 on the left, minus 5. So left side of 5 is smaller than 5. So if you have the number smaller than 5 minus 5, the answer is very close to 0, but it's smaller than 0, so it's negative. So on the top is a positive number divided by a negative number. For the side is negative, and when you divide by a number that's very close to 0, the answer will be infinity. So what can we say about this is x equal 5 over 3 for both of them. For both of them is a vertical asymptote.